Let's finish our tour of U.S. landmarks. We're moving on to Devil's Tower. Devil's Tower is in Wyoming. I'm kind of scooting in close, and when I looked at this on Google Maps, it's got this big road, I guess Devil's Tower Monument Road, that goes around this landmark. Let's take a look at Devil's Tower's website. How tall is it? 867 feet tall. That's taller than the archway that we just learned about before. Gateway arch, rather. How big is the summit of the tower? 1.5 acres, about 200 feet. So if you put a big circle around it, it takes up about 200 feet of land. I liked this part. Why is it called Devil's Tower? Some Indians called it Matotipila, meaning Bear Lodge. Other American Indian names included Bear's Teepee, Home of the Bear, Tree Rock, and Great Gray Horn. In 1875, on an expedition led by Colonel Dodge, it is believed his interpreter misinterpreted the name to mean Bad God's Tower, and then it was later shortened to Devil's Tower. So it's Devil's Tower because somebody misinterpreted. That's all. There was another part explaining what it was. Here it is. Is Devil's Tower an old volcano? Which was my first guess when I looked at it. It kind of looks like an old volcano. No. Geologists agree that Devil's Tower is an igneous intrusion. Magma welled up into the surrounding sedimentary rock. There it cooled and hardened. The sedimentary rock has since eroded, so it's crumbled away to show the tower. So it's hardened magma that kind of cooled underneath rocks, and now what's left is this. So I thought that was really cool. Well, let's take a look again. Now think about the question I've been asking about all of our landmarks. Is this a man-made landmark in Wyoming, or is this a natural landmark? If you were paying attention to the description of what it was, magma that's hardened underneath rock, well, then you know that this is a natural landmark. So Devil's Tower is a natural landmark. Let's move on to Mount Denali. Take a look around. Again, you can also go to Google Maps and look up Mount Denali. This is in Alaska, and it is the tallest mountain we have in the United States. Mount Denali. Geez Louise. You can see how tall it is. I brought you to two different views of how big this mountain is. I also have the website open. It's the tallest mountain in North America. Excuse me, I said the wrong thing. Not just the United States, in North America. It's in Alaska, and the mountain's peak is 20,310 feet tall, much taller than both the Devil's Tower and Gateway Arch. Let's see. I like this part here. All of these places have like issues with their names, it feels like. The native, I'm going to mispronounce this, but I'm going to try my best, Koyukon Athabascan people call the mountain Denali, which is usually translated as the Great One. However, linguist James Carey of the Alaska Native Language Center at the University of Alaska Fairbanks wrote the book Shem's Peaks, Alaska, that the name is based on a verb theme meaning high or tall. So some people think one thing, some people think another. This is in Alaska. Now my question I've been asking is this tallest peak in North America, is this a landmark that is natural, pretty sun, or a landmark that is man-made? And I hope you say natural. Nobody made this mountain. This is made by nature. This is a natural landmark. Let's move on to, hopefully you know about this place because it's in Florida. This is the Everglades. And when I try to take my little Google Maps guy and put him in the Everglades, I can't. And now let me show you where I can go. I can go right here. And I want you to take a look around and kind of guess, why don't they have good pictures inside the Everglades? Look down at the ground. And this is just the outside part of the Everglades. This is not the actual Everglades. Why do you think they don't have a lot of pictures in the Everglades? Let's go back. Take a look. Look over here. Look. This is the Everglades, but I can only go to the road or the little walkway near the Everglades. I can't go in the Everglades. Why is that? I hope you recognize that the Everglades is thick, trees, and oftentimes it's a lot of water. So they have like boats and stuff like that will kind of go through, or people who work out here have been in there, but I don't think the Google car drove through here to take pictures so that you can do street view. That's why there's not a lot of pictures. But I did go to their website, and I'll give you this link in the assignment. They have a webcam, which I thought was pretty cool, that does live video of people visiting the Everglades. They also have images that they've taken of cool stuff. Whoa, cool stuff in the Everglades. So I'll share that with you too. The Everglades is a landmark in Florida, but is it natural or is it man-made? Think about that. Is the Everglades, and I hope these pictures are giving you so many clues, is it a natural landmark or a man-made landmark? I hope you said natural. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's a natural landmark. It's this cool environment for all these awesome animals to live. It's a little swampy, so it's hard for us to get the Google car in there, but it is a landmark that people do go to visit.